Okay, are we live? Yes, we are live. Excellent. Okay, so I have had a pretty good day today. So please, Within, do not ruin this for me. I have had a pretty damn good day today. We had the first snowfall of the year. Got to go for a walk outside in the snow with Monty here earlier. Did some cleaning in my room today. Hit the fans on my laptop with some compressed air because one of them was making these loud rattling noises that I didn't like. So I got that taken care of for the most part. Had fucking spaghetti for dinner tonight. Been doing a lot of shit with the AI in there all that time. Got to catch up with a buddy on Discord. So please, for the love of God, Within, do not ruin my night for me. Oh, and not to mention, I got to watch Washington beat the shit out of Philly tonight. Philly is undefeated no more. That gets me pumped. Today was just a really fucking good day. Oh, and I got a shiny score bunny on Sword while I was hatching for Libero Adamant. So yeah, lot of good shit today. So please, for the love of God, mod, do not ruin my night. You had exams today and you're sick? Well, I'm sorry you're not feeling well and prudent. I hope things are better tomorrow. Yeah. Honestly, one of the best off days I've had in quite a while. Today was pretty exciting. And I hope tomorrow's better for you, mate. And, in case you haven't seen it yet, if we get to that certain part of the mod tonight, our old buddy Homer's gonna come in clutch for us. Hey, Cyrilkins, how are you doing tonight? I just got done talking about my day, because I really don't want this mod to ruin my night, because I had a really, really good day today. Yep, that one. That one. So, yeah. So yeah, in case we get to that certain part of the mod tonight, Homer here is going to help us out. It's the part y'all have been warning me about. But yeah, about what happened last time we played this. I mean, shit. So much happened last time. I don't even know where to begin. God, I mean, we had Monika and our boy officially starting their relationship. You know, Monty's getting a little heated about things. We heard some pretty revealing shit. Just, my God. So much happened last time. Well, in case you're not familiar or imprudent, this mod is kind of earning a reputation in the same way mods like Exit Music and Amorpha-T earned a reputation. So that's why my tagline for tonight is please, please, please don't ruin my night, mod. So we're quite a ways into this. We're into Act 2 for this mod. And this is when shit is supposed to start hitting the fan. Everyone has been warning me about the ending to this mod. That's what everybody seems to be implying by their comparison to Exit Music, saying like this is the Exit Music of Monika mods. But I haven't looked ahead, so I don't know yet. I have no idea. All I know is that everybody has been warning me about this mod. Also, if we drop any frames throughout the night, I do apologize, because I am just on Wi-Fi, because I'm too lazy to get my Ethernet cable out of my PlayStation 5 right now. I don't know if I would say that. I don't know if I would say that. Imprudent. If not, then it's not an EM mod. Well, if you want to be the judge for yourself, I linked the download to the mod in the description, so if you want to check it out, it's right there for you. Shit, I didn't fill my water up either before stream. Just too busy looking at shit from the AI. Yuri got butchered in EM and Monika in FA? Huh. Good to know. I remember thinking Yuri's characterization in the original Exit Music was a little out of character, you know, a little out of place. I did think her character was kind of all over the place when I played Exit Music a couple years ago. You just got here, Zach? Well, we welcome you. We were just about to get started, so you came at a good time, Zach. You came at a good time. And I figured it out, Zach. I figured it out. If we get to that part of the mod tonight, which I don't know if we will, our old buddy Homer is gonna help us out. So, we got it. We got this covered. So with that in mind, let's pick up where we left off. I'm gonna look at the history here. Try to remind myself where we were at. I think they just resolved something. Get ready, skip some text, boyo. Oh yeah, I will. But I'll do like a separate recording as like an 18+ video of that scene if we get to it. Just for those that really want to see it. You know? Because I love streaming these mods, and I don't like censorship, but YouTube sure does. So, I do what I gotta do. You're essentially finished with coding the updated isolation. Oh, nice! Can't wait for it to come out. You wanna tell me anything about it, or do you want it to remain a surprise what all is new? Because if you'd rather I find out for myself, I am all game. I am game for that. Alright. So if I remember... Yeah, that's right. Last thing that happened before we signed off last time was that Monika just had an emotional breakdown in front of Sayori. Oh, you got so... It's in playtesting right now. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. It'll be less cheesy than the first day. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Excuse me. Good to know, Zach. I blame all the Italian food I've had today. I had 2 slices of leftover lasagna for lunch, and then I had spaghetti for dinner tonight, so my stomach is just all Italian today. Animated CGs, let's go. That's what I want to hear. That gets me pumped. I can't wait to see what those look like. So, yeah, back to what I was saying. Oh, why do you have to taunt me? You know how long I've been trying to get one of those from my local Quick Trip after work? They never fucking have one out. And I had one coming back from vacation this summer, and oh my god, it was way better than it had any right to be for gas station food, and now I want it at their place, and I can't fucking ever get one. But yeah, like I was saying... Oh, you just got one from McDonald's. Well, I say the Quick Trip one's better then. I can't say I have, but I feel like I've seen stuff like that in other mods, so that'll be cool. Sounds like you've really been trying to implement a lot of new stuff with this latest update. That's cool. That's cool. But yeah. Last time we played, the last thing that happened was that Monika had an emotional breakdown in front of Sayori. And just confessed about everything that she's been keeping bottled up inside. And just, man. That was an emotional moment. Like I said before, if this mod gets anything right, it's its emotional tone. Like, it knows what it's trying to do. It knows what its strengths are, and it sticks to it, and I like that. But yeah, I guess now we're waiting to see how Monika's apologies to both our boy and Yuri are going to go, because yeah, Yuri kind of got the cold shoulder from Monika here, and that's putting it mildly. Okay. Dimensions. I'm still sad that the sequel to Dimensions was canned, because Dimensions was such a cool mod. My buddy Oreo recommended me that one, and I'm like, sure, I'll check it out. And my god, that is at least an A tier mod, if not A plus tier. Huh? Have you released a new one since I played your guys' mod last night, or is that something I overlooked? Sorry, there's a lot of things I'm trying to keep up with. Anyway. I still don't know if this skip button is active or not. It looks like it is, but the options don't highlight like they do with most mods, so it's a little hard to tell. I sluggishly sit up on my bed and wipe the sleep from my eyes. The early morning light bleeds through my blinds. Admittedly, I didn't get much sleep last night. That's fair enough. Oh, interesting. Okay. That kind of puts some of what I saw into a different context. After I got back home, I just went upstairs to think over what I was going to do today. I might have my mind set on what I'm going to do, but how are Ben and especially Yuri going to react? Deep breaths, Monika. Deep breaths. For having a moment to myself, I get up from my bed and get my uniform from the closet. As I'm getting dressed, multiple thoughts race through my head, both about yesterday and the day ahead. Some positive, some negative, some that I mentally kick myself for how stupid they sound. Eventually, after readjusting my ribbon and giving myself one last look in the mirror, I can do this, Monika. I take some more deep breaths before stuffing my books and the note I wrote for Yuri last night into my bag. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I then make my way downstairs. I decide to skip breakfast. I can easily get something from a vending machine later. Are you telling me about something that happened from the Twitter takeover? Because I saw that happen today. I didn't keep up with that, though. I had other things I was doing. Oh, wait. Oh, I might have to look up the clip of that later. Damn, I didn't expect that. As I sit slouched on the sofa, I realize I've still got a decent amount of time before I usually walk down to Ben's house. Yeah, also my boy Shay, if that's how you pronounce your name. Not sure how to pronounce that. Actually, no, I should send it from my phone because it's not on my computer here. But yeah, we had our first snowfall of the year today. Shay? Shia? Maybe. But yeah, there's a picture that I took while I was outside earlier. As I sit slouched on the sofa, I realize I've still got a decent amount of time before I'd usually walk down to Ben's house. First pronunciation was right. It is Shay. Okay. Okay, I was right. I thought it might be, but then Shia also sounded right. Names are hard. And especially since both Mum and Dad typically leave for work before I even get up, I'm just left alone with my thoughts. It doesn't take me long to eventually say screw it and just leave to meet Ben. Yeah? Sounds like things have been pretty crazy up there for you in the mountains, Zach. I'm sure he wouldn't mind me being early. Yeah, November is one hell of a month. I make sure to lock up before I head down. Then after making sure I've got everything, I start the walk down. Meanwhile, even though I've been up for a while, I still feel a little tired from the night before. Tell me about it. It's me most days before work. Gotta wake myself up. Because, seriously, half the time I go into work, it feels like I'm gonna fall asleep while I'm unloading the truck. It's so ridiculous. Waking up at 4:30 in the morning didn't help. Half before or half after? Ah, I see. That's cool, man. But yeah, half past 4 or half to 4 is what I want to know, because there's a big difference between those. But yeah, waking up at 4:30 in the morning didn't help my case either. Couldn't get back to sleep. Make a mental note to pick up an energy drink from the store before school this morning. Just then, there's a knock at the door. I checked my phone. 6:04 a.m. Monika doesn't usually show up until 6:45. Chances are Sayori is only just getting up. Slightly curious, I go to answer the door. Morning, Ben. I know I'm early, but I just wanted to see you. My face relaxes as a smile forms across my lips. My instincts then take over as I embrace Monika lovingly. I missed you so much. My speech comes out a little muffled as my face is pressed against Monika's shoulder. Monika pats my back, giving a slight giggle as she does so. I missed you too. She then pulls away, looking a little down. Moni? Ben, She looks away momentarily. I'm sorry about yesterday. For lashing out at you and Yuri. Yeah, I haven't forgotten that. For everything. She struggles to hold in tears. Monika. Anything. I should be apologizing. I did keep prodding at everything, you know? I scratch at my neck. Monika then clutches my hands, looking fairly sheepish. Oh, you got 420 mode working? Nice. Do you think Yuri hates me? That's certainly one hell of a conclusion to jump to over one little outburst, isn't it? No? But what I can tell you is that that's just the way her mind works. It always jumps like to the worst possible outcome. I would know, because I kind of have that same mindset sometimes. So yeah, I get where she's coming from here. If anything, Yuri seemed more shocked than anything. Need an A. Oh, like, the right rules setup? Like, if it's just setting up the rules the right way, you can just message those to me. No, I don't think Yuri hates you. Could she be upset with you? It's likely. I highly doubt she'd hate you. Monika nods, slowly resting her forehead on my chest. I wrap one of my arms around her, allowing her to have a moment to herself. You want to come inside? I was gonna make some coffee before you knocked. Monika looks up, her gaze locked onto me as I use my thumb to wipe some of her tears. Yeah. I'd like that. Are you sure? Because rarely is making a video the shorter route. I then let go of her, letting her too easily slip past me and into my house. I follow her in soon after. After a couple minutes, I walk back into the living room with 2 mugs of coffee. As I walk through, I notice Monika's eyes glued onto a sheet of paper. Rather than ask about it straight away, I place our drinks on the table and take a seat next to her. Monika gives me a gentle smile and nods, silently thanking me. We sit together in silence, said silence only being broken whenever either of us sip our respective drinks. The coffee's a little on the strong side this morning, but after last night, it's deserved. Judging by the look on her face, Monika seems to appreciate the strength. I look over to the sheet Monika's been reading over. From the few bits I can make out, it seems to be an apology letter for Yuri. At a guess, I'm assuming that was part of why Sayori wanted to talk to her yesterday. I crack a smile as I give her shoulder a gentle squeeze. Proud of you, hon. She then rests her head on my shoulder, a wide smile taking over her lips. You think it's gonna work? Honestly, I don't exactly know, but I'm hopeful. To be fair, this was more Sayori's idea. I was like really stumped for ideas. It's funny though. I helped Yuri with the exact same thing after her first serious spat with Natsuki, and it didn't occur to me to do the same thing. Don't worry, it happens sometimes. A couple more minutes pass, and Monika and I soon finish our drinks. I stand from my seat, picking up both mugs as I do so. I'm just gonna rinse these out quickly. Just wait outside for me. Monika nods as she collects her things and leaves. After giving the mugs a thorough rinse, I leave them on their side and head out. As I lock the door, I hear a familiar voice chatting to Monika. I turn around and, as suspected, spot Sayori. Morning, Sayo. Morning, Ben. You pair seem to be doing better. Sayori beams at us. Yeah. Let's hope this works. She seems relieved. Yeah, like I said, let's just hope this works. Thankfully, yeah. Again, thank you for yesterday, Sayori. Hey, it's no biggie. Next time, though, just know you can come to me. And that goes for the pair of you. Sayori quickly gives Monika a worried look. Well, I will be the judge of that when the time comes. It's a look that Monika doesn't seem to notice, but I'm quite curious about. Yeah. I don't think it'd be right to bring that up right now. Missing a word there. Given what Sayori's like, I'm sure she'll bring it up with me. When that time will be? I'm not sure. But I'm certain of it. Anyway, you two ready to go? Both girls nod and we start walking down, Monika clutching my hand firmly. During the walk, the three of us spark a lively conversation. However, I just have this feeling that Sayo's biting her tongue about something. Just gotta figure out the right time to ask. Another school day drags to its inevitable end, and I once again find myself in the literature club. No apostrophe needed there. I'm sure you have, with how much script writing you've been doing. For the first time in a while, I'm the last one in. Yeah, that hasn't happened in a while, actually. Surprisingly, though, Natsuki is the first to greet me. Now there's a surprise. Sup, Ben? Hey, short stack. How's it going? It's not very often I get the first name in with Nat, but her reactions are always priceless. Yep. Nothing quite like seeing Nat get frustrated over the names that we give her. I ain't seen you all day, and that's the first thing you say? I'm shocked at how unoriginal you are. Thank you very much. I'll be here all week. I get a chuckle out of her fox outburst. Also, I'm doing pretty good. That 180 on a dime. Beautiful. You seem to be doing better. She then looks behind me. I look back quickly to see Monika and Sayori talking by the front desk before focusing back on the pink-haired girl. You two still good? Like, I know it's not really any of my business, but I know how much you two care about each other, you know? Yeah, Monika and I are good. We had a little talk about it this morning. I then lower my voice. She's gonna try to apologize to Yuri as well. I mean, Yuri is quite forgiving. probably a little too forgiving sometimes. But hopefully they'll be able to patch things up. That's the hope. That's the hope, that's the hope, Natsuki. I need your lucky fang. Hopefully, yeah. I then turn from Natsuki and start heading towards the front desk. Just as I do, Sayori walks towards Nat and Yuri. She flashes me a gentle smile. Her eyes, however, carry that same concern from this morning. Yep, any minute now, she's gonna try. And to be completely honest, it's actually starting to get me worried. Especially with the way she's been looking at Monika. Just what did they talk about yesterday? Ben? You okay? I'm pulled back into reality by Monika's gentle voice. Yeah, of course. Sorry, I was just spacing out. She proceeds to squeeze my cheek. Wouldn't be you if you didn't space out every so often. She grins proudly as my face flushes crimson. We usually have a habit of teasing each other when we're alone, but she's recently been a lot more public with it. This, however, is the most forward she's been with her teasing in front of others. So, I stammer as I attempt to regain my composure. How have you been? I've been good. Still a bit nervous about the whole thing with Yuri. She makes a nervous glance towards where Yuri is sat. I take a seat on the edge of the desk, silently pondering what to say. Moni? I keep my voice low as Monika looks back at me with eyes that convey the message, I'm lost. I don't know how Yuri's gonna react when you apologize. All I can say is you've given it a decent amount of thought. Okay, yeah, sounds good, Zach. You enjoy your writing. And even if it takes her a while to accept it, it at least goes to show that you're truly sorry. I give her arm a gentle squeeze as I notice the weight of what she plans to do starting to drag her down. Come on. I believe in you, girl. You can do this. Like I said this morning, I'm proud of you. I'm gonna be there for you, no matter what. Missing a word. Monika's smile shines bright as I wipe her forming tears with my thumb. She readjusts her uniform and stands upright. She then pulls a neatly folded piece of paper from her pocket, presumably the note from Yuri. I'm gonna do it. That's the spirit. Come on. You can do it. I give Monika's arm another soft squeeze for reassurance. Go for it, sweetheart. Watch as Monika goes over towards the other three girls. Yuri initially shrinks a little into herself as soon as she notices Monika standing in front of her, but she soon relaxes. Okay, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Moment of truth. Let's do this. Monika speaks gently, from what I can tell. She seems to be keeping her voice low. Either that or I've suddenly gone deaf. I blame the metal music. After a minute, both Monika and Yuri leave the room in silence. Natsuki returns to reading her manga, and Sayori starts to walk over to me. Ben, we need to talk. Oh no. Oh, you're gonna tell me what you found out yesterday, aren't you? Her face has that same worried expression from this morning. I don't like this. I don't like this. I lower my voice as to not attract Natsuki's attention. About Monika? She nods wordlessly. Oh no. Here we go. Well, we were talking yesterday. She brought up what happened with Yuri over the weekend. Then she started crying and going on about her being a mess. And how her dad was right about her being... She pauses for a brief moment, only to clear her throat. About her being an emotionally unstable wreck. And apparently, that's not even the worst thing he's called her. She looks away from me with a tangible sadness in her gaze. Oh, I see why you signed off, Zach. Ma, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I had such a good day. To say I'm shocked would be beyond an understatement. Sure, I gathered that her dad made some off remarks about Monika seeming stupid to him. This... I'm speechless. Feel my chest beginning to rise at a rapid pace. How the hell can he say that about his own daughter? Ben! Snapped out of my bout of internal dread by Sayori. Sorry. I just... I gotta be honest with her. Just hearing what he called her just made me... Don't worry. I understand. Sarah rests a hand on my shoulder and gives me a comforting smile. I'm worried that she might be doing something to herself. A pit forms in my stomach. Doing something to herself? Are you saying she's... You know... It's a worry of mine. But I might be overthinking it. Sarah looks away with a tinge of regret in her eyes. Oh no. I want to say it's merely an overreaction, but given what Monika confessed to me last week, do I really want to take that chance? Damn you, paranoia! She looks back at me, her gaze pleading with me for any kind of response. Rest my hand on my neck as I rack my brain for something. Anything! I'll try to bring it up to her at some point. Missing a word. Can't guarantee when that will be, but I promise. Sari smiles, seeming relieved. Just then, the door opens. Both Yuri and Monika walk in, both smiling. Well... It at least seems like things went well between those two. So that's one cause for alarm off the list. Now, we have a much bigger problem to deal with later down the line. I walk over to them. Hey, you two. How's things between you? I can see things improving. I can say things seem to be improving. I think is a better way to word that. Yuri then turns to Monika. Also, thank you for the note. Honestly, it helped me understand where you were coming from. If you ever want to discuss anything personal, I'm always happy to listen. Thanks, Yuri. Monika then looks towards the rest of the club. Hey, what's up, my man? I have not seen you around here for a while, so how have you been, mate? I just hope you've been good. So I know you're usually one of the more silent types, so I'll leave you be. Okay, everyone. It's time to share poems. The poem sharing was over as shortly as it had began. Before we wrapped up for the day, Monika calls for us all to gather near the front desk. Oh? What's this? What is this meeting for? First of all, I'm really glad that all of you are putting all this effort in with the poetry assignment. I know it's a lot to ask for fresh poems every day, especially with exam season starting to kick off. And in all fairness, it's given me an idea for the poems. The rest of the club, including myself, looked quizzically at Monika. What might that be, darling? What might that be? I would like to know. I think I might have a decent guess as to what her plan is. I've been thinking about cutting the number of poems down from 5 per week to just 2. Yeah, I think we discussed this at one point in the last episode. I seem to remember hearing something about this before Monika brought it up with everybody just now, so that's good to hear. I think that would be a big help. Especially with exam season coming up, I think they deserve a little break. That way there's a better balance between revising for your exams and writing for the club. Monika lets this ideal settle for the rest of the club for a bit. Personally speaking, I think it would help with fleshing out the poems. Yeah. Having some more time in between would give the writers here some time to really flesh them out. I'm all for it. If it means better quality. I'm a firm believer in quality over quantity with stuff like this. Whilst I don't personally mind the extra workload, I can definitely understand if everyone else is struggling to make time for the poems. Regardless of any of the extra modules you're studying, it can still be difficult to balance everything. Plus, I can't deny that I wouldn't appreciate the time to refine my poems. Gotta agree with Yuri on that one. Like, last night, I wasn't able to finish it because of those textbooks. Because those textbooks were kicking my ass. So I had to finish mine this morning. Sorry about my shitty handwriting, by the way. Language. Sorry, Yuri. For both the language and my shitty handwriting. God damn it, Natsuki. Cheeky little devil. She caps off that tiny outburst of sass with a trademark Natsuki grin. Yes! The best one. Yuri sighs at first, but eventually settles into a soft chuckle. How about you, Sayori? I think it's a solid idea. Like, maybe have it on Tuesdays and Fridays? Exactly what I was thinking. Sayori beams at Monika. Looks like we're all in agreement then. Then it's decided. Monika looks over at me and I give a nod of approval. Oh, come on! You know Ben's just gonna agree with ya. That's not entirely true. But it is today because I think it's a good plan. Moni sends a smile my way. Natsuki just flashes me a look that says, called it. Kinda starting to see why Natsuki called me predictable that one time. So with that out of the way, I think we can call it a day. Make sure to keep chipping away at the poem for Friday. No need to worry about getting one in tomorrow. And with that, we all go to pack our things. As with practically every day since last week, I sling my bag over my shoulder and walk towards Monika. You ready to go? Yeah, one sec. Monika pauses as she readjusts her bag's strap. Let's go home. After just under a minute, Sari joins us and the three of us are the last out of the club room. Short school day, for the most part. After giving us both a quick hug, Sari heads back home, leaving myself and Monika alone in the street. I'm glad we get to be this close. Smile warmly as I entwine my fingers with Monika's. As am I. She gives my hand a squeeze. I know it's just barely been over a week, but part of me doesn't know what I'd do without you. Sure, some might consider that to be a bit, I don't know, extreme? Thinking about what she's been through, maybe she's happy to have someone she connects with. Maybe I mean more to her than I realized? I feel my cheeks progressively heating up. Damn, what a ringtone. You want to pick that up, Monika? Sorry, let me get this. Monika takes a few steps away from me as she answers her phone. Doesn't take long for a smile to find its way back onto her face. Missing a word there. Oh, hey, Mom! What's up? Their conversation carries on as I fiddle around with my keys. Eventually, though, the call ends and Monika turns back to me. So, that was Mom. Yeah, and... She giggles a little bit before she speaks, also getting a little closer to me. You got any plans this weekend? Not right now, no. My face adopts a sly smirk. Why? Your mom say I can stay over? Monika goes a bit crimson. She then looks back towards me. Well, that's part of it. But the main reason I'm asking is because Mom wanted to know if you'd want to come with us for dinner this weekend. I'd love to, yeah! I then realized something. One thing I gotta ask, though. Does your dad know your mom invited me? Not yet, no. I'm sure she'll tell him when he gets back. I nod. My nerves are already starting to kick in. Seems that Monika's taken notice of this. Hey. It takes both my hands in hers and rubs the backs of them gently with her thumbs. She takes time to think about her response. I can imagine you not got the best impression of Dad. And, to be completely honest, I fully understand. She pulls herself a little closer to me. Maybe we can use the dinner to show him that he's wrong about you? That would be the hope. I give the idea some thought. I then pull Monika closer to me, a smile returning to my face. Feels like a moment out of some cheesy romance movie, but I can't deny how much my heart races when she's around me. We can try. Give Monika a quick yet passionate kiss on the lips. She does the same, resting her hands on my hips. We soon pull away from each other, smiling whilst our cheeks look like ripe tomatoes. I'll call you when I'm home. I love you. Monika starts her own walk back home. I call out to her. Love you too! I then walk to the door, unlock it, and head back inside. I make my way to the couch and sit down, slumping my bag next to me as I do so. Well, I guess I now have something to look forward to this weekend. Knowing us, Monika and I were more than likely going to go on another date, but having dinner with her seems like a nice change of pace. Okay, I'll take your word for it, Zach. I'm still a little nervous about meeting her parents for the first time. Not to mention, I'll definitely need to keep my tongue in check around her father. Just gotta keep my chin up and hope for the best, I suppose. That being said, Saturday can't come quick enough. Okay. Here we go. Dinner with Monika's parents. Oh boy. This is gonna be something. This is gonna be something, ladies and gentlemen. Still a little bit groggy from the night before, but hey, that's what I get for staying up all night playing Doom with Ryuji. A true classic. Very nice. It was worth it just to relieve the exam stress. So I have been told, Zach. So I have been told. Plus, tiredness ain't nothing a shower and a couple dozen cups of coffee can't fix. I leave my bed and haul myself to the bathroom for a quick wash. Whilst the water soaks my skin, I reflect on the last few days. Besides mine and Moniki's first minor argument, and Monika opening up to Sayori, wasn't really much that stuck out. And of course, today marks two firsts. I'm meeting Monika's parents for the first time, and spending the night with Monika as well. Naturally, pretty nervous about both parts of tonight. I'm actually getting to sleep with Monika tonight. Homer, this might be the night where I need you. We'll see. Now, whilst I know for a fact we won't try anything remotely lewd straight away, after all, it's only been shy of 2 weeks, should I prepare just in case? No, it's a bloody awful idea. I don't want to rush that sort of thing, and God only knows Monika wouldn't either. I would certainly hope so. Especially since, you know, they're doing the small thing of having him meet her parents tonight as well. You know, just kind of thing that probably sounds like a fucking terrible idea. So I would think they're not that stupid. Please don't prove me wrong on that. I turn the shower off and step out. I grab a towel and dry myself off before wrapping the towel around me and heading back to my room. Upon entering, I pull a loose-fitting shirt and some flannel-patterned lounge pants from my closet and put them on. Since I'm not going up to Monika's till later tonight, I don't need to make myself presentable just yet. Speaking of tonight, Monika hasn't gotten back to me if I'll have to walk down myself or if her parents will be picking me up. I'm guessing I'll know later tonight. My ears then catch the sound of the door swinging open and then shutting, followed by audible and notably quick footsteps coming up the stairs. Footsteps that only belong to Morning, Ben! I'll leave that up to you, Zach. Also, Sayori, that shirt is amazing. Where do I get one? That fits you perfectly. Natsuki and I are heading down to Akiba today. You coming with? I pause for a moment. Well, first off, thanks for knocking. Right in... Oh, wait. Time to use some of Seo's own logic against her. Now, what about if I just started getting changed? Wouldn't be the first time now, would it? She gives me a little shove as I laugh a little. Anyways, would have come down, but I gotta get ready for my date with Monika. Yeah, I'm having dinner with her and her parents tonight. Why didn't you say so? You got an outfit ready? I mean, I still got... Sayori! Without me even finishing my answer, Sayori rushes over to my closet and begins to rummage through it. I thought you were heading out with Nat? She can wait! How did I know? How did I know Sarah was gonna be like, I'm going to help you get ready. I don't care what you say, goddammit. I'm getting ready. I'm not letting you mess up your date. I blush and sigh as Sarah continues her search. Hey, what's up, Onyx? Yeah, that sounds like a long-time couple. No. Jesus, just how dark is your closet? She keeps searching until she suddenly halts. Ugh. What is it? She marches towards me with a pair of mustard yellow jeans and an exceedingly garish dress shirt. You found that? Why? Just why do you have this? She's looking at me like she saw me commit bloody murder. I certainly murdered any shred of dignity I had when I bought that. Why the hell would you want to look like a human avocado, like, at all? It was a couple of years back. Mom dragged me to a work do. If I recall right, this is 90s theme, so I just chose the most garish combo I could get my hands on. Well, just be thankful I'm not Natsuki. She'd probably tell you to get committed. She'd probably drag me there herself if she saw me like this. Probably, yeah. So I'm guessing that's a no on that. Burn it! Yes, ma'am! Roger that. Sarah then throws the clothes on the bed and continues her search. I slide the garish pair under my bed. In retrospect, just what the hell was I thinking? Eventually, Sarah comes to me, holding up a pair of trousers and a dress shirt. Of course, both are black. Look, this is all I could find, but I'm sure Monika wouldn't mind. She hands me the clothes and I neatly fold them up. I know I was gonna sort it out myself, but thanks for helping out. Hey, it's no biggie. I gotta ask though, what are you doing after that? Oh yeah, I'm spending the night at Monty's. So, you're sleeping with Monika? Pretty much, yeah. You've bought protection, right? Christ's sake, Sayori! Just one simple yes or no question. Sayori manages to cause all my blood to migrate to my cheeks. You had to phrase it like that. God damn it, Sayori. As she laughs up a storm, I cover my face, trying my best not to scream into them. Yep, Natsuki's sense of humor has definitely rubbed off on her. I then managed to muster up a sentence, albeit it's partially muffled by my hands. No, we're not gonna do that! I then moved my hands down my face, revealing my eyes as I looked towards my window. Please don't do that to me, Sayori. I don't want to have to bust out Homer yet. At least, not right now. Well, when you do, please keep it to yourselves. She scrunches her face, clearly dreading that day. My arms fall to my side and I can't help but smirk. Don't worry, it'll just be between Monty and I. Just then, there's a trio of rapid knocks on the door. The pair of us make a beeline for the door. Yeah, certainly sounds like it, yeah. I opened the door to see Natsuki standing there. She must have knocked at Sayori's before realizing she was here. Morning, Nat. Hey, I've seen that before. I like the wristbands, though. Wow, you look like shit! She grins proudly as she stifles a laugh. Thanks! Sayori pushes past and gives Natsuki a hug. Hey, Natsuki! Sup, Sayo? Let me guess, helping this doofus with his homework? Nah, he'd be over mine if that was the case. I helped Ben pick out an outfit for his dinner with Monika tonight. Dinner, eh? Sounds a bit formal. It's nothing, really. Are you sure about that? Meeting her parents and sleeping with her doesn't sound like nothing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a freaking minute. You're doing what? A nervous laugh barely escapes my mouth. Phrasing goes a long way, Sayori. Well, try not to wake her parents up, I guess? Natsuki seems more confused than anything. Sure, whatever. Natsuki playfully jabs my shoulder. Well, you crazy kids have fun! She then turns to Sayori. You ready to go? Yeah! Good luck tonight, Ben! With that, the pair of them start the long walk to the train station. Just as I'm about to head back inside, my notification tone goes off. I take my phone from my pocket and turn the screen on. 4 new messages. Monika. I put in my PIN number and read her messages. Who uses PIN numbers? Hey babe, sorry I didn't tell you sooner, but you'll have to come to mine tonight. Dad's still a little arsy about you staying. Address is 1428 Sakura Street, by the way. See you at 5. Make a little reminder of Monika's address and the time before heading back inside. I make my way into the kitchen to finally get myself some breakfast. Bloody stomach's been rumbling since I woke up. Check the fridge, and to my relief, there's still some bacon left. Let's go! We're business, boys! Yeah! Get the leftovers out and start to ready up a pan. Before I can start cooking, though, I think over Monty's texts, mostly the one concerning her dad. Kind of figured he wouldn't be thrilled with having his daughter's boyfriend over in any capacity. Let's just hope when he sees my face for the first time that he doesn't cause a scene on the spot. You don't need that apostrophe there in C's. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's incorrect grammar. Yep, sounds good, Zach. Sounds good. Oh, got a little over 8 hours to prep, so I should be good. More excited about seeing Monika, of course. Me too, I can't wait to see what she looks like. Oh boy. Oh. That is something I can't wait for. Just 8 painstaking hours to go. One final check around my face for any spots where I may have missed whilst going over my stubble. I feel presentable enough for tonight. Nice. You're missing an H in we're here. So I walk back towards my bedroom. I catch a glimpse of my reflection in the mirror. Fucking hell. I actually look semi-decent. Just don't fuck this up. I whisk up the bag I'd left at the edge of my bed. It only has a few things. Pajamas, toothbrush, as well as a change of clothes for tomorrow. I decide to leave Mom a text letting her know I'm about to leave for Monty's and that I'll be locking the door. Then again, I don't think Mom's gonna be back till later. She's going out for dinner herself with a guy from the office. Ooh, nice. Well, I wish her the best of luck. Mom will think I said his name. Mamo, I think she said his name was. Returning my focus to my own situation, sling my bag over my shoulder and check the time on my phone. 4:26 p.m. Plenty of time. I hope so. If I don't get lost on the way there, that is. This is what we have maps for. It's on your phone. And then make my way outside. Yep, unless this was a time before smartphones and shit. The sunlight hits my eyes before I turn and lock the door. Then take my phone and go to my Maps app. Okay, nope, definitely in the age of smartphones. Ignore what I just said. I enter Monika's address, and soon enough the app comes up with a route. Roughly 20 minute route. Do this, Ben. I believe in you, buddy. I believe. You can do this. I start the trip there. Okay. Oh, Okay, here we go. A house soon comes into view. Unlike the others, it stands on its own. Take a step closer and see the house number clearly. 1428. That's it! That's the one! Reassured, I go up to the door and knock. With a single open window, I hear a pair of voices debating who should open the door. One of them's clearly Monika's. Soon enough, the door clicks, it opens up. Alright, moment of truth, and the opener is... Monika. You made it! You clean up nice, my love. You're stunning. Hey, Ben. She closes the door behind her. Hey. Single response trails off as any other words escape me. She looks bloody radiant. Goddamn right she does. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it when you wear that dress. Only for the most special of occasions, of course. Hey, she's wearing black too. So it worked out in the end. It's not a color I expected to see her in, but it really suits her. It absolutely does, mate. I'm guessing you like the dress? You've been staring for a little while now. Well, sorry. I'm enjoying the moment. Shit, sorry. I blush a little. Yeah, you look gorgeous. She absolutely does. Thanks. You're looking pretty fine yourself. Nah, that's all you. Do I even think of what I'm saying sometimes? No. No, you do not. And I love it. I run my hand down her arm and gently squeeze her hand in my own. We just stand there for a moment, letting the early evening breeze surround us. That's up to you, mate. Like I mentioned at the start of the stream, in case things get, frisky, our boy Homer here is gonna come in clutch. So yeah, it's all good, Onyx. It's all good. We got it figured out. To our shared surprise, the door opens once again, a slender figure walking out. I'm guessing this is the Ben you keep gushing about, Monty? You don't clean up too bad yourself. Yeah, it is. Monika blushes a bit at her mother's comment. Yeah, I'm Ben. It's nice to miss you. It's nice to meet you, Mrs. Hirai. Okay. I'm gonna keep that in mind. For a certain sub-mod. might use it. Well, we've already decided on one, of course, but, you know, keeping my options open. Monika's mom smiles gently, giving a comforting vibe. It's nice to meet you, too. Monika said some wonderful things about you. Please, call me Harumi. Nice to finally put names to faces. Monika then comes up to me, noticing the bag I brought with me. You want me to take that up to my room? You sure? I don't mind taking it. I'm sure. Despite being slightly taken aback by her hurried reply, comply and give her the bag. Nerves, I guess. I don't blame her. I was the same way when I was her age. I believe it. Ah, that makes two of us. Like, I've been nervous all morning. That is not an exaggeration. Then another figure walks out the door. This time, he's wearing a dark suit and seems to have an average build. Not too slim, but not too stocky. Harumi, why did Monika just run upstairs? She's just putting Ben's things upstairs, Daisuke. Okay. Nice to meet you, gentlemen. Nice to meet you, sir. He then grumbles something before looking in my direction. The moment his eyes meet mine, I feel my breath stop itself from leaving my throat. Here I am, face to face with Monika's father. Everything that she's told me about him still remains fresh in my mind. Keep your shit together, mate. Keep your shit together. I always dreaded this day, to some extent, mainly because I didn't exactly know how I'd react to seeing him. I promised I'd keep myself in check. Mostly for Monika's sake, but also because I don't fancy getting punched in the face tonight. He soon speaks up, his delivery being fairly deadpan. I'm assuming that you're Ben. I nod rather sheepishly, my blood running cold. Yeah, that's me. Trying to at least appear polite, I raise my arm and offer a handshake. Takes him a minute to reciprocate, but eventually he does. However, his grip is firm. That's what you're supposed to do with a handshake. You're supposed to have a nice, firm grip. Deliberately so. If he's overdoing it, then that's another thing. He releases me soon after, and I gently massage my right hand. He doesn't say anything else. Even if he hasn't outright said that he doesn't want me here, he's definitely given off those vibes. By the look in her eyes, I think Harumi can tell that as well. She goes to say something, but Monika soon rejoins us. I'm back. Monika then looks back to me. I just put your stuff on my bed. I nod. Monika's dad then goes to lock the door. A bead of sweat runs down Monika's face. Clearly she's nervous about tonight. Quite honestly, I can't blame her. I watch out of the corner of my eye as I watch Monika's dad approach his car to unlock it. Afterwards, he turns his head towards the three of us. Get in. His tone sounds a little more gruff than I expected, clearly showing irritation. Jeez, how much contempt does her dad have for our existence? Like, holy shit. I would love to know what exactly this man does in his spare time. Oh boy. Tonight's gonna be just swell. The three of us shuffle into the car and then start the journey to the restaurant. Oh boy. There aren't many words spoken on the way there. Just this increasingly tense silence. Yep, this feels like a standoff more than anything. Ooh, nice looking restaurant though. I wouldn't mind bringing a certain somebody here to a place like this myself. In fact, I feel like I almost know a place like this. Back where I live. It took us just over an hour to get to the restaurant. Thankfully, we were able to arrive with no arguments. In all fairness, the only two people to speak up during the trip were Monika and Harumi. Even then, it wasn't much to break the seeming tension. As for the restaurant itself, it honestly looks really nice. And quite expensive as well. Then again, Monika's family are better off finance-wise. Tables are laid out neatly, and there's a strong blue light illuminating the place. A suited waiter guides us to our table and takes our orders. Feeling a little unsure, I just stopped for a steak. Hey! Can't go wrong with that, my boy. Excellent choice. That's a top 5 meat for me right there. Why do I feel so out of place here? At least I'm thankful I'm not the one paying. As Monty's parents go to pay for the food, Monika turns to me. She rests a hand on my knee. Still feeling a little nervous, Ben? She keeps her voice gentle and low. Keep mine low as well. Little, yeah. You? That's what I thought. To be honest, it's not this that I'm nervous about. It's when we get back to my place. I rest my hand over hers and give it a gentle squeeze. He's not really paid me much mind so far. A big part of me thought he was gonna have my throat. No, he's not. I quickly dart over to her parents and her voice trails off. I go to say something, but the sight of her parents, more so her father, silences those ideas. Monika quickly forces a smile as her parents rejoin the table. Food should be here in 45 minutes. Harumi sits down with a smile for myself and Monika. As for Daisuke, he wears a rather neutral expression, bordering on being dead inside. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. There's silence between the four of us, aside from the occasional sip from Harumi. Around us, there's the clattering of plates and glasses from the other parties. Eventually, Harumi speaks up. So, I was waiting until I met Ben to ask this. How'd you two meet? Harumi's sudden question brings Monika back from a seeming daydream. Monika then turns to me. You mind taking this one? I racked my brain to form a coherent, but rather abridged recap of the last few weeks. So, you know how Moni runs the literature club at school? Her mother nods, listening on. Well, that's the first time we'd talked since second year. We shared English class and worked together pretty much all the time. I gotta be honest, I'm surprised no one back then thought we were a couple. And even if there were people that did, well, it only took them just shy of 2 years to be proven right. Then you joined the club, and it was almost like we picked up from where we left off. She smiles dreamily at me, seeming to reflect fondly on our past. Those few days after were a little tense, if that's the word for it. Saturday was fun, though. I remember how excited you got the night before. She almost confessed that day. Admittedly, I was always planning to confess during the festival. Just wish it would have been under better circumstances. My heart sinks a bit as soon as I say that, knowing Harumi will probably wonder what I'm on about. Both Monika and Harumi's expressions change. Monika looks worried, and Harumi looks a bit confused. To my surprise, Monika's dad speaks to Monika for the first time since I came over. His name's Daisuke. I thought you said the festival went well? Monika looks away with regret in her eyes. Uh-oh. This isn't gonna end well, is it? Sorry, Monika. This ain't gonna be pretty. Brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. I go to rest my hand on her knee, but she moves her leg away and I awkwardly retract my hand. She sighs through parted lips. Whilst Daisuke looks slightly irritated, Harumi looks disheartened. Me and my big mouth. No, the festival didn't go well. In fact, it went horribly. After the third, maybe fourth run of the recital, we ended up canceling because it was worse than we'd imagined. I ended up storming off, and Ben came after me. Soft smile then returns to Monika's face. Then we talked it out, and eventually we confessed to each other. Monika, you could have told us it didn't go well. I didn't want to seem like a complete failure again. You're not a failure. You never have been. Just wish you would have told us about what happened. You know it worries me when you hide stuff like that. Daisuke mutters something under his breath. Monika looks over at me, once again regret in her eyes. Tension is then dissipated by the arrival of our table's food. It smells as good as it looks. Soon, the only sounds between the four of us are the clattering of utensils against ceramic plates, ever so slightly audible sounds of chewing. As for my steak, it's exceedingly tender. No expert when it comes to food, but unless it comes to instant ramen and fried chicken, it's probably the best steak I've had. Daisuke soon addresses me directly. So, Ben. Huh? I respond wordlessly as I'm still eating. Have you made any plans for after you finish high school? Pause for a moment to swallow. I was actually thinking of applying for Hokkaido University. I see. Might I ask, why haven't you already applied? His tone gets weirdly confrontational. The last couple days have been quite stressful. Why Hokkaido University of all places, might I ask? I didn't sign up for a fucking interrogation tonight. It's close to home, and it's got a very promising music production course there. Monika mentioned you were a musician. Yep, my mother helped me with getting into that. Harumi smiles nervously, trying her best to ease the seeming tension between Daisuke and myself. And what are your plans if that doesn't work out? I haven't thought of a clear plan yet. Sure, I'll think of something. Daisuke grumbles something under his breath and averts his eyes from me. Part of me wants to question what exactly he'd just said. Told myself I wasn't going to cause a rift. The corner of my eye, I see Monika mouth something with an understandably irritated look on her face. Daisuke then turns to face her. What about you, Monika? Huh? Have you filled out the application for Tenchi yet? Isn't that the private business school? No, not yet. May I ask why? Daisuke's tone gets noticeably sharper when addressing Monika. To be completely fair, the way he's acting is making me slightly uncomfortable. Because I didn't personally think a private school would be the best move for me? Plus, I don't have a solid idea on what I want to do. Well, that made two of us around this age. Heck, part of me was considering getting back into music because of Ben. For Monika's tirade, I'm a little stunned. Damn, okay. Never seen Monika get that blunt with anyone before. Of course, I've seen her get fired up. Shudder as I think back to her outburst at me and Yuri. Just how long has her dad been badgering her about Tenchi? Probably a while, if I had to guess. Given just how fed up she sounds, I'm guessing it's been for a while. Daisuke's brow sharpens and I notice his hand tense up. In response, Monika shrinks into her seat. My eyes dart between them, fearing what may happen next. The pair of you, cut it out! Harumi's sudden interjection is hushed and desperate. Monika is the first to back down, shortly followed by her father. I make a quick glance around us. Thank you, Harumi. Thank you. There are more than a few eyes focusing on our table. Sincerely, thank you, Harumi. More than enough to make me feel a little uneasy. We then continue to eat our dinner in silence. Much like the journey here, it's a very heavy silence. Now I'm just worried about what would have happened if Harumi hadn't stepped in. For some reason, I feel a lump in my throat. Well, this is quite a change. Are we back at Monika's place now, or are we still at the restaurant? Because I feel like this wouldn't be at the restaurant. Homer, I feel like I might need you in a minute. I cup some of the lukewarm water and lower my face. And on the key. Feeling of the warmth soaking my skin helps provide some relief from the stress that I've been able to mask for a decent chunk of the night. As soon as we got back, Harumi and Daisuke stayed downstairs, whilst Monika and I went straight upstairs. Monika opted to get changed as soon as we got upstairs, meaning her room was temporarily off limits for me. At least she was nice enough to hand me my pajamas to change in the bathroom. After drying my face, I pick up my clothes and walk over to Monika's room. I shut the door behind me and approach Monika's room. Or sorry, I think I know what he was trying to say there now. As I shut the door behind me and approach Monty's room, I overhear the sound of glass bottles clattering. Not long after, I hear Harumi get obviously quite annoyed. Seriously? Another one? That's the third bottle you've had since we got back. Tomorrow's my one day off. I don't see any issue. Shaking my head, I knock on Monika's door. It's open. She's certainly perked up since we got back. Well, yeah, we finally get some fucking time alone. Thank God. I opened the door and let myself in. Hey, Ben. I'm just gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Monika rushes out almost as soon as I enter. Luckily, she should only be gone for a couple minutes or two. Would have just phrased that as for a minute or two. That just doesn't make sense otherwise. Like, damn, bro. In the meantime, I just stretch and let out a long yawn. Or sorry. That does not sound right. Quite frankly, I just want to sleep with my arms draped around Monika. I go to rest my hand on the desk. Then, to my surprise, I feel something. Look down and my eyes meet a small orange container. I read the label and one word sticks out. Mirta Zapine? That's medication in it. Yep. What I thought. It's an antidepressant. Isn't that for treating? He realizes now. My heart sinks at my realization. Oh no. Maud, I asked you nicely not to do this to me. Oh. Had have him find out tonight. Oh, no, 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 no. Why? Why now? Curiosity taking over, I pick up the plastic bottle. No, 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 no. You are making a mistake, boy. You are making a mistake. No, 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 no. Put the fucking thing down. Before I can read any further, though, door clicks open. Put the fucking thing down. I'm back, love. What you say? Wanna oh. Told you not to do it, mate. Now you've ruined everything. So you found those. I turned to see Monika with an exceedingly downcast look on her face. Monika? Voice shakes slightly as I set the bottle on the desk. I'm sorry, Monika. I shouldn't know then. You were bound to find out eventually. She looks back at me, tears starting to form in the corners of her eyes. It's a look I remember, well, not just from the festival, but even the first day we spent time together outside of school. Monika wordlessly walks past me, starting to face the wall. I come up behind her and rest a hand on her shoulder. You should leave. It's for your own good. Wait. What? What are you doing? Monika, no, don't scare me like this. Please, for the love of God, don't do this to me. I see that. And, yeah, to be frank, I might need those in a minute or two here on it, so thank you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Monika, don't scare me like this. Please not now. No, I'm not gonna leave. Response comes out much blunter than I had intended. She then turns to face me, tears underlining her eyes. Yet she remains silent. Desperation then grips my mind. When were you gonna tell me about this? She then averts her gaze. I wasn't. She speaks softly through parted lips. I never even wanted you to know in the first place. My eyes widen ever so slightly. I can only ask myself why. Why wouldn't she want me to know about this? Before I can even begin to think of how to word my question. I'm still surprised you've put up with me for this long. Monika, what the hell are you saying? Monika's eyes then lock on to mine. Her expression is direct. Ben, I'm needy, bitchy, and borderline possessive. Not to even go into my depression, and God only knows whatever else is wrong with me. I know this isn't going to be any good for you in the long run. None of it is. And those... She gestures toward the bottle. They only help so much. And I'm genuinely scared that they're the one thing keeping me from... You know... I then rest both my hands on her shoulders and take a deep breath. Okay. Think carefully, boy. Think carefully about what you're about to say. Because this is gonna make or break everything. Monika, you're not needy. You're certainly not bitchy. If you really were that possessive, wouldn't you have stopped Yuri, Natsuki, and Suri from hanging around me by now? She takes a deep breath and eventually nods. I suppose you're right. She then wipes her eyes. Christ, I am a wreck. Monika! Ben! Monika's expression narrows once more. You know that point in a movie where you want to scream at the characters before they do something stupid? Well, I'm at that moment right now, and I can tell you, my boy here ain't the stupid one. This is that moment. You need to go. Please, Ben, before I fuck up your life too. So I can't even help myself. What chance do you have? If I accidentally hurt you by doing something stupid, I could never forgive myself. Her voice breaks as she says that. So again, she's on the verge of crying. Beyond stunned. Of course, I already knew a small fraction of what was going on within Monika, even her suicidal thoughts. And now she seemingly convinced herself that she's beyond help. After taking a moment to process everything she just said, I grip her hands firmly and pull her a little closer. I'm staying. She looks back at me, perplexed by my response. Look, Monika, I love you. I know that I won't be able to fix your depression, but I'm gonna do my damnedest to support you. I understand that things like this take time. It's time I'll gladly use to support you, get you the help you need, and spend time with you. Every moment with you is time I absolutely treasure. It's time I wouldn't trade for anything or anyone else. I love you, imperfections and all. And I'm sure as hell not about to give up on you. No matter how tough it gets, I'm staying. That's my boy right there. That's my boy. I end up holding back tears of my own by the time I finished. Monika eventually gives me a gentle, yet still teary-eyed smile. Well said. I love you. You must be some kind of masochist if you're sure about staying with me. Look in the corner of the screen. That'll tell you everything you need to know. That managed to get a chuckle out of me. I'm not one to back down from a challenge. In that case, I'm a masochist who loves you dearly. I squeeze her hands gently. I then release her, and she takes a step back. I'm just gonna get my ribbon out. Could you go over there and turn the light off? Of course, yeah. As asked, I go towards the light switch and flick it off. Not long after the light goes off, I hear Monika approach me. Ben? Her voice oozes invitation. Upon instinct, I turn to face her. Before I can even respond to her, she yanks me towards her by my shirt and passionately presses her lips against mine. Yes. Savor this moment, my boy. You earned this. Savor this moment. My body first tenses up, but it quickly relaxes against Monika's grip. Yes. That is something we need to see in more mods, Zach. Take notes, developers. We need more Monika with her hair down. She looks fucking fabulous with her hair down. We need more of that in mods. Unlike the numerous other times we've kissed, her passion is front and center. Her grip is firm, the sensation of her touch is tangible. As I settle into her grasp, I kiss her back, trying to match her passion. I eventually lose track of how much time we spent like this. There's nothing more I want than to protect her and everything we have between us. Missing a word. At the same time, the way she's talking has me immensely concerned. Coupling that with her dad's seeming disdain for his own damn daughter, it only cements the idea of a very uncertain future in my head. It's a prospect that some people would more than likely shudder at, but it's a risk I'm willing to face. After what feels like a blissful eternity, Monika inches her face away, but she keeps relatively close. In reality, the kiss may have only lasted for a few minutes. It was worth every single minute. She partially lifts her eyelids, wearing a dreamy smirk on her face. You want to head to bed? It may have only just gone 9 o'clock, but an early night wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I do. We both release each other and head towards Monika's bed. As soon as we climb in and pull the covers over us, I feel Monika's fingers tugging at my shirt. I raise my left arm. She drapes her arm across me and rests her head on my chest. After she's made herself as comfortable as she possibly can, I rest my arm across her back. It takes time, but I soon feel myself drifting off to sleep. Peacefully, together with the girl I love dearly. Yes, indeed, Zach. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I groggily open my eyes. I look towards the slight gap between the curtains and the window. It's still night. I look down to Monika. It seems that in the how many ever hours we'd slept, Monika had been able to wriggle out of my arm and is currently curled up next to me. Not yet, at least. Making a tired smirk, I try to get up off the bed without waking her up. I walk towards the lone desk and check my phone. 11:08 p.m. Damn, you've barely been asleep 2 hours, mate. Barely been asleep 2 hours. Something must have startled him. Huh. Sure, I was thinking it was at least past midnight. As I set my phone down, I feel a slight pain in my stomach. I think I need some water. I leave the room, once again trying my hardest not to wake Monika. When I inch the door shut, I stand in the hallway for a moment to allow my eyes to readjust to my surroundings. I turn my head to look down the staircase. I do. My ears begin to pick up the sounds of the television downstairs. It sounds like some run-of-the-mill comedy program. I rub my eyes and head straight for the kitchen. I scan the cupboards for a glass. I can hear some voices from the other room. Everything's still a little fuzzy. After eventually finding a small glass, I grab it, close the cupboard, and go towards the sink. As I'm running the water, the voices start to register a bit clearer. One in particular. I mean, did you even see the look she gave me? Do you exactly blame her? You've been at her for this since last year. Earlier suspicions confirmed, I guess. Dear Daisuke groaned. Ugh. I doubt she's forgiven you for making her panic about Ben. Don't get me started on that lanky, pasty-faced cunt! Daisuke! His voice is hushed and clearly frustrated. You know those two are upstairs, and you're really saying that? I'm just saying how I see it. Sorry if you don't like that. They're probably doing something stupid anyway. That's Monika's problem. She does things and she doesn't even think of the consequences. For her, she's got someone to revel in that stupidity with. Stop drinking and my breathing slows to a deep crawl. I don't even know how to feel. Yeah, just a bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Like, goddamn, Monika. As soon as you can, fucking move out. Holy shit. That's my advice. Get the hell out of Dodge. I'm angry, confused, heartbroken. Just so many things that I understand but can't explain. Then hear the creaking of a sofa shortly followed by footsteps. The way she's been with me, she better count herself lucky I even let Ben step 1 foot in my house. Daisuke then walks into the kitchen and heads straight for the fridge, not even noticing me. Now, I'm careful enough, I could possibly place the glass next to the sink without making too much noise. Damn it! How shaky my hand was, the glass ended up clattering with the other assorted mugs and glasses that were already there. I turned to face the fridge to see if he'd noticed me. As predicted, he had. Alright, boy. Let's dance. He's just standing there, another bottle held firmly in his hand. Anybody want to get a head count on how many that is now? Hey. Sorry about the noise. It's just getting... My voice shakes and trails off under the intensity of his stare. For some reason, it sends a shiver down my spine. I remain silent for a moment, as does he. I can tell his face is just telling him, go on. I'll just head back upstairs. Make it quick. His tone is rather gruff and demanding. He leaves almost immediately after speaking to me. I rush upstairs, admittedly shaken by the small exchange and everything I'd previously heard. I'm able to sneak back into Monika's room without waking her. My heartbeat starts to revert back to its past steadiness. No apostrophe needed, mate. After a few more breaths to steady myself, I get back into bed. I then curl up behind her and attempt to wrap my arms around her. It's easy to do so with my right arm. My left arm, I have to carefully inch my arm between her hip and the mattress. She stirs a little, but I'm thankfully successful besides that. Either that or she's a heavy sleeper. Maybe I'll get to find out one day. I then rest my head against her shoulder and close my eyes. For the most part, I'm able to distract myself from what I had overheard Daisuke say. Sure, it shook me up, but I'm not planning on letting him ruin the time I share with Monika. Yeah, exactly. Just ignore him. Don't let him bother you. I think to myself for a moment. Lonnie said that part of her might have been considering getting back to music. Might have an idea for what we can do tomorrow. I open my eyes and stretch my right arm. Oh yeah, trust me, Zach, that was me when I was a preteen. You know, going downstairs at like 1 or 2 o'clock. Doing that kind of shit to sneak downstairs on the weekend at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning after everyone had gone to bed. And just hopping on the PlayStation 3, get on the good old CODs. My man, those were the days. You get docked points for how you place your feet. I would imagine. Because yeah, you want to place them so they make as little noise as possible. It's a little trickier to do with me and my flat feet, though. It's a little tricky. You know, basically, I just, set my heel gently down and then very slowly put, my foot down. With uniform boots, yeah, I'm guessing it's a lot harder. I'll take your word for it. My left arm feels a little numb, though. Maybe there might have been a better way to get it around Monty. Ah, well, as always next time. Then hear my phone go off from across the room. After carefully pulling my arm from underneath my girlfriend, I go over to check who texted me. As soon as I turn my screen on, I have to almost immediately turn the brightness down. I swear I'm gonna go blind because of that one day. That's me whenever I have to have my eyes dilated. Like, holy shit. Holy shit, dude. Anytime I have to have my eyes dilated, just lights are pain. When my eyes readjust, I find that I've got 1 new text from Mum and 12 from Sayori. I mean, hey, not the most unrealistic idea to come up with, mate. Whatever you can make work, I'm down to see it. Guessing she had another late night. Nothing I can't complain about now. I've done it more times than I'd honestly like to admit. Decided to check Mum's message first. She's just checking how last night went. I just sent a quick message back. Yeah, went well for the most part. Don't think Monty's dad likes me, though. That's putting it lightly. Best to just leave it at that. Because, yeah, shit. If Mum gets involved after finding out how he treated us, oh man, that is not going to be a pretty confrontation. And not something I particularly want to see tonight. I'm trying to maintain that good mood, I'm a bit shaken, but still feeling pretty good. I put my phone in my pocket and look back at Monika. A smile forms across my face. She's at peace. She's bloody adorable. Can't stay, though, so my stomach is aching. As I step out into the hallway, I rub the traces of sleep from my eyes. I know the pair of us like to say that being with each other has helped us sleep better. Last night, I genuinely believe I slept the best I have for a while. Though that might just be me feeling all lovey-dovey, as Natsuki would probably say. I start to head downstairs. As I head downstairs into the kitchen, the sound of snoring becomes more and more apparent by the minute. Before I figure out what I'm having for breakfast, I peek into the front room and spot Daisuke asleep on the sofa. Wrong peek. Guessing Harumi eventually grew tired of his drunken rambling. Ah, yeah, sounds good, Zach. After that slight detour, I search the kitchen and eventually find some bread. Toast is always a safe bet. I've sorted out my breakfast, sit at the table and start to scroll through Sayori's texts. For the most part, it's just a bunch of photos. Her and Natsuki's trip to Akihabara. Huh. That name sounds familiar. I feel like I've heard that name before. I'm trying to remember if it was in a mod or my long-running Devil on G-String series. I think it was in that. Damn, now I want to see that. However, I eventually see an actual text. Upon initially reading it, I'm confused. I read it out loud, being as quiet as I can. What was your mom doing at Nat's? Huh? As far as I knew, she was going out with Mamo from her work. Oh no. Oh no. 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 Do not tell me this is what I think it is. She was. And why would she be at. It hits me. My jaw hangs. Is he really Natsuki's? Rest my head in my hands. You've gotta be kidding me right now. Jesus. Well, I'm finishing the rest of my water. Fuck. Better prepare myself for an awkward day at the club tomorrow. I didn't feel a finger tap on my shoulder. Huh? Ben, it's just me. You want some coffee? You look tired. Smile forms on my face as I see Monika. I think that's the realization we came to, yeah. Oh boy. That's gonna be a fun conversation, huh? Apparently our boy's mom went out with Natsuki's dad last night. Oh boy. Well, I can think of one person, Zach. Yeah. Morning, gorgeous. I give Monika a big goofy smile and she blushes. Oh, Ben, you're so sweet. Seriously, I am making you coffee. I'm not having you pass out on my table. Monika quickly makes a start on our drinks. Can't help but chuckle at how insistent she got over coffee of all things. Hey, I've learned one thing with this in my time with this girl. No one comes between Monika and her coffee. No one. Alright, sounds good, Onyx. Can I have a winter mid now? Oh, mix. That would be nice. Though I suppose that's on brand for her. Exactly. In time, she finishes both mugs and brings them over. After she does so, she pulls out a chair and sits next to me. I'm guessing you didn't sleep too well? Kinda. I only woke up once. Besides that, I slept pretty good. For the time being, decide to leave out what happened when I was up. Mostly due to Daisuke being asleep in the next room. Who's to say when he'll wake up? Also, I know it's a bit of an odd question, especially since we've only just gotten up and all, but what do you want to do today? For once in my life, I'm able to hold in an obvious dirty joke. My brain still needs time to wake up. Besides, way too early for that. Well, there was one idea I had. Rest my hand on top of Monika's as I give her a soft smile. Typical fashion, she does the same. You said you were thinking about getting back into music, right? I am, yeah. Why? You want to try to make some music with me? Yeah. How'd you know I was gonna say that? Yeah, remember what Natsuki said about you being predictable? This is what she meant. I know this is probably gonna sound like I'm calling you predictable, but it just sounds like a very you thing to suggest, you know? And I can't say she's entirely wrong about that. Just thought it'd be a nice thing to do together. Exactly. It's exactly my way of thinking. You would get along well with my dad then. That's one of his hobbies, playing guitar. Yeah, trust me, I know, because he calls it his guitar as well. So, would you be up for it? I'd love to. Just to warn you in advance, I'm gonna be rusty as hell. You know I don't mind helping you, Mani. Boop. I know. Just more reason to love you. Anyway, I'm gonna get a shower. And no, you can't join. She says that in a strict but still very much joking tone. Monika goes upstairs with an excited bounce in her step. After finishing up my toast, I go upstairs to get dressed myself. Pick up the bag I brought with me and tip the clothes out from it. Only the basics: shirt, some jeans, as well as a change of boxers and socks. Yep, everything we need. I get changed relatively quick and then brush my hair back with my hand. Now, just have to wait for Monika to finish up in the shower. For a few minutes, I finally hear the door click open. I'm ready, love. Hey! I am once again in awe over how amazing Monika looks. How do you like the skirt? I got it last Christmas, but I never felt that it was the right time to wear it. Well, you look great. I swear, you're my biggest confidence booster. Well, I'm glad to help. We share a quick hug. You want to head out now? Sure, why not? I'll just let Mom know. Before we leave her room, I grab my bag, now packed with all of my clothes from last night. I end up idly waiting in the hallway whilst Monika let Harumi know that she'll be out. However, perhaps to the near deathly silence, I'm able to pick up some of what's being said. You okay? Of course, yeah. Mom, you've been crying again. Here we go again. There's one word that lingers in my mind. Again. Uh-huh. Oh boy, here we go. Christ. How much of a constant is Daisuke's behavior? And with that in mind, just how long has he been this way? Did he, no, he didn't. He said a few choice things, raised his voice a bit. He hasn't gotten physical with me for a few months now. My bloodstream runs cold. It's Those worries from last night come flooding back at a breakneck pace. I'd say they're more than worries at this point. I slink back against the wall as my bag slips out of my now shaking hands. I grip the sides of my head and look down to the floor. Before I attempt to push back any thoughts of harming coming to Monika, they don't budge. Just remain there like a progressively worsening itch. No, we've not even been together that long. Can't bear the thought of that bastard laying a finger on her. I need to get her out of here. Ben, please say something. You're scaring me. Word this for a moment before I finally respond. Sorry, hon. No, Ben. If something's bothering you, you don't have to hide it. I debate telling Monika the obvious truth, but seemingly the puzzle pieces click together. Yeah, absolutely. You overheard. No. I try to keep my voice down. A little bit, yeah. She then sighs through parted lips. This is why I told you to go. Monika, I already said last night, I'm staying. I promised that. Words get stuck in my throat. I desperately want to get her away from here. I can't help but feel that I'd be coming off as forceful. Twisted way, Daisuke was right about one thing. I don't have a fucking clue what I'd be doing if things went sideways. Despite how optimistic I want to be, I'm petrified for what the worst possible outcome could be. Take a moment to collect myself. I raise my hands and gently wipe Monika's tears with my thumbs. Let's get out of here. I speak with a soft, slightly weary smile. I'd like that. She beams as she gently pulls my hands down from her rosy cheeks. I then pick up my bag again before heading out with Monika. Once we're outside, Monika shuts the door as quietly as possible whilst I trail off towards the road. Doesn't take her long to come back. She takes my hand, and we then begin the rather lengthy walk back to my place. It's a silent walk, not because of any tangible awkwardness. We just walk along, letting the gentle breeze surround us. But at the same time, I can't help but think back to what lurks behind her door. She's away from him for now. I appreciate the sarcasm, Bradley. How are you doing this morning, mate? But it's only temporary. That's good to hear, mate. I had a pretty fantastic day today, I have to say. I summarized it at the start of the stream. I'm just trying not to let this mod ruin my mood. Cause shit, man, some pretty significant things have been revealed in tonight's session. Oh boy! Well, that's gonna go downhill from here. Don't tell me that. Oh god. Yeah, so we've just finished Saturday night, and we had dinner with Monika and her parents. And yeah, if you know anything about Monika's dad, that went as well as you would expect. And we also stayed the night, so you know that was fun. We found out what her dad thinks about us. Our boy learned that Monika is depressed, so you know that's lovely. And we also found out that our mom went out with Natsuki's dad. So you know, everything's great. It's great. It's great. I'm totally fine. Totally. Oh, what are you doing to me, game? Yeah, quite a bit's happened. Anyway. Yeah, when it gets really bad, I'll look at them. I'm okay for now. It takes the pair of us slightly longer to walk back to my place than it took me on my own yesterday. I figured that we were subconsciously taking it slower, maybe to savor the moment. But eventually, we returned to the familiar view of mine and Sayori Street. I think I want to keep it to 3 hours tonight, so I'm gonna call it in 50 minutes or so. Either that, or depending on if this day runs longer than that, then we'll just go till the end of this day. As we come up to my home, I debate internally whether Mum would be back yet. I don't exactly remember whether or not she said she'd be staying over or not. Yeah, that was not clarified in her text. The only message we got was... The only clue we got at all that was even happening was that Sayori was asking why our mom was over at Natsuki's house. To make sure, I try to open the door. As part of me predicted, it's locked. You remembered your keys, right? Yeah, of course. At least I hope I have. As I start patting over my pockets, Monika comes up beside me. Want me to check your bag, hon? You don't mind? Of course not. I pass Monika the bag with my stuff in it, and she almost instantly starts to rifle through it. After another few searches through my pockets, I come to the realization that my keys aren't there. I turn back to Monika with a sigh. As I do so, the sound of jingling keys catches my attention. Found them! She passes them to me and I unlock the door. Thanks, hon. Smiles sheepishly, a faint pinkish coat painting itself on my cheeks. To be fair, it could have been worse. Could have left the keys at her place and we'd have to backtrack. And we all know nobody wants that now, do we? Not that I'd mind walking with her, but my legs can only take so much abuse. The pair of us head in. As soon as we're inside, I head straight for the living room. Monika did ask where my bathroom was, and obviously, I let her know and she went up. Didn't take her too long to come back down. So, you want to get something to eat before we start on the song? I mean, I already had mine. You did, yeah. I could whip you up something quick. If you'd like that, of course. She ponders for a moment. Don't worry, I'm not gonna poison ya. I never said you were, but now that you mention it, I'm a little concerned. 25 laps in 2 hours. Depends on the track, and the length of the track. The pair of us share a hearty laugh. Anyways, any preferences? Well, since I'm vegetarian, meat's out of the question. Now that she mentions it, I don't think we've got any bacon in. Yeah, a little somebody finished that off last night, huh? Or not last night, but the other night. So even if she did eat meat, it'd be out of the question anyways. You wouldn't have any eggs, would you? 1 to 2 miles while being timed for both instances. Alright. Not entirely sure, but I'll go check. I quickly rush to the kitchen and search for any eggs. Yeah, the reason I want to call it earlier than I normally would is just because I don't have any more water, and I feel my throat's starting to tingle a little bit from not having as much water as I normally do, so I don't want to hurt myself, you know? I don't want to push it. much as it feels like I do that already. Thankfully for Monika, there's 2 eggs. Call out to her. Hey Moni, how'd you like your eggs? Poached, please. She responds in her usual sweet tone. I'll get right on it. I then grumble to myself. Ah, sure. I don't completely screw it up, that is. You can do it, boy. I believe in you. As I wait for Ben to finish cooking my breakfast, my phone vibrates. My heart stops for a moment. The best case scenario is one of my friends or Mom. The worst case scenario. I take a deep breath and bring the screen to my face. It's just Kotonoha. I enter my PIN and read her message. Hey, Monika. I remembered you said Ben was staying over. How'd it go? To be completely honest, I forgot I even mentioned it to her and Kaho. Feeling relaxed again, I respond. Hey, yeah, last night went pretty well. Doesn't take her long to text again. I bet your dad wasn't too happy about it, though. And my relaxation ends. Had to bring it up, didn't you? You had to bring it up. He's been annoyed with me since we started dating. Hell, even long before we even met, always been annoyed with me. Yeah, that's okay, Zach. This stuff happens at night. There I go, being vague and half-true about what's happening. Swear that's gonna be the death of me. That makes 2 of us. It takes Kotonoha a little longer than usual to text back. I imagine it is. I'm not gonna pressure you, but if you want to talk about it, you know where to find me. Once again, I sigh and think about how to respond. Just let her help, Monika. You can trust her. Before I can reply, I jump as Ben calls me into the kitchen. It's ready, hon. Coming! I go to type out a reply, but my mind goes blank. For a moment, I put my phone on the sofa and head into the kitchen. As I finish laying out Monika's eggs, I take a moment to survey my work. I've not poached eggs for a good while now, so I'm genuinely surprised that I didn't botch it. Still got it in ya. Good man. Something smells nice. Monika enters the room and her face is brimmed with excitement. Excellent, excellent. Damn. Just checked my weather app. And yeah, holy shit. I don't know what I'm gonna be in for tomorrow. So I didn't delude myself after all. I chuckle as I move the plate from the counter and onto the table. Ben, I get you're only joking. But could you please stop degrading yourself every 5 minutes? That's part of the fun! It's what I do. My hands temporarily freeze before I rest them on the table. Degrading myself? I know I can be a little hard on myself sometimes, but ouch. Is it really that bad? Maybe degrading was too strong a word to use. Jeez, you think? It just kind of saddens me whenever I hear you putting yourself down. Even before we really knew each other like we do now. I breathe in as I think over what she just said. I mean, can try to do it less, if that help. Like, I can't promise anything, but I'll at least try. Exactly! Like I said, it's part of the fun! What's the point of life if you can't laugh at yourself every once in a while? That's all I'm asking you to do. She smiles gently as she moves to sit at the table. Doesn't take her too long to start eating. By the look of it, Monika seems to be enjoying herself. These are so good. If you don't mind me asking, how often do you cook? I'm gonna be honest, not too often. Huh? Like, whenever I do, it's usually just either frozen foods, microwave meals, or instant ramen. But if you genuinely like my cooking, I might have to do it more. Well, I'd certainly like to see it. She continues eating, and in no time at all, she eventually finishes up. I care for her plate, rinsing it off and leaving it to soak in the sink. I then gently take Monika by the hand and lead her upstairs. I flick the light and lead Monika in. Haven't seen this room for quite a while. It has been a while. Monty looks around for a moment. Yeah, I know it doesn't look like much. No, Ben, you don't have to apologize. For me, it's not much how you are that defines the quality of the work. It's not how much you have that defines the quality of the work. It's what you do with it. Exactly. Making the most out of what you have. This is why you're my number one. You just get it. You just get it. I was just gonna say that. Glad we're on the same page. I would say if I get lucky one day, I'd love to get some more stuff. But I'd say I already got really lucky. I, without thinking, wink at Monty, causing her to blush. I swear, the amount of times either of us have blushed, we must have extra blood deposits just for our cheeks. Again, I usually rolled my eyes at how cheesy that was. But it's kind of adorable when it comes from you. Like, it's still cheesy, don't get me wrong. But all because something seems cheesy doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. Yes, and I know how much you love that stuff. So we're gonna keep doing it. Anyways, onto the music now. I end up giving Monika a rather abridged rundown of how the software works. I did have to pause a few times to check if I was making sense. Thankfully, I seemed to be. Either that or Monika's being overly kind. After my tutorial, I pull out the drawer underneath the computer monitor. Run my fingers across the plastic keys and then turn to face Monika. I remember mentioning you used to play piano. Yeah, I did. To be completely honest, it's been a few years since I've even touched a piano. I know it's a dumb question, but do you remember any of the songs you played back when you did? She thinks to herself for a moment. There's one song that I kind of remember. It's one I wrote myself, actually. Monika's already a keeper. Damn, I'm impressed. Before I can vocalize how proud I am, Monika scoots herself over so that she's in front of the computer. She takes a deep breath and closes her eyes as she rests her fingers on the keys. I think it went a little something like this. She starts off a little slow, but she's quickly able to start playing confidently. In a way, it's like she's never stopped playing. It's quite remarkable, actually. You know, hon, it's been a while since I've heard this number. It's nice to hear it again. The melody of the piece, while simple in concept, carries the piece along nicely. And much like a cupcake or piece of chocolate, it's infectiously sweet. Hell, I even found myself humming along. Eventually, though, she finishes up. She exhales and relaxes her hands, running them down her legs until they remain still on her knees. Sorry if I sounded a little rusty. Rusty? Monika, that was great! You think so? In fact, I motion for Monika to scoot over. She complies, and I start to load up a project I've been struggling to get started for a few months now. Hearing Monika, I think I found the key to making progress. I've had these chords for a little while now. Never been able to find a melody that, suit. I move away from the computer, gently grabbing hold of the seat of Monika's chair and repositioning her. You want me to write a melody from scratch? Her initial surprise then breaks, turning into a seeming worry. I don't know. It's probably going to sound like a complete mess. Monika! I take her hands in my own, like many times before. She looks toward me, that seeming worry now becoming much more apparent. Look, I know it might feel like a lot to ask, but I know you're more than capable of doing it. Even though you only just seen me play and I could barely hold a rhythm. Rhythm sounded spot on to me. Think about how to respond. It takes a moment for something to come to mind. I place a hand on her knee. You know how you asked me to try to stop being so hard on myself? Yeah. Judging by her tone, Monika can already tell what I'm going to say. I want to ask you to do the same. I'm not forcing you to stop, just asking you to try. That last part, I give her leg a gentle squeeze. Does this happen when you ask her to play the song? Because if that's the case, how has nobody made a video about this? Because at least I haven't seen one. I'm sure there's one out there at least. Or are you just pulling my leg? Because I've never seen anybody mention that anywhere. She blushes ever so slightly as she looks away. After a brief moment, she focuses back onto me. I'll try, hon. Like you said to me, that's all I'm asking. I then remove my hand from her knee, allowing her to make herself comfortable as she composes herself. She starts by looping the chords in order to get a general idea for the flow of the piece. After a bit, Monika looks at the makeshift key scale that I'd placed in the project, presumably to paint an idea of the melody in her head. Doesn't take her long to get started. She plays with one hand, tapping her foot against the ground to keep time. For someone so doubtful of her skills, she's doing great. That could be my boyfriend bias kicking in, but I doubt it. Once again, she closes her eyes to focus. You gotta feel the beat of the music here. Ronald's got it unlocked, so I'm not sure if I'm the only one who knows. I might have to ask her to start playing that song sometime. And I'm sorry you're having to hear me talk about this plan. I know how this must sound to you. Yep, that's what I thought. Her inner instincts guide her fingers as they practically glide across the keys. As with last time, Monika eventually stops and looks back towards me. Unlike last time, though, Monika's confidence shines through her smile. How was that? Hon, that was great! Then look at the clock. It's only just gone 12. Got plenty of time! Say, would you want to keep working on this for a bit? I think I've got a decent idea as to what her answer will be. It wouldn't hurt to ask. You know, I'd love to! Oh. Some clipping issues with her ponytail there. I thought I was imagining things for a second. I'm like, how long has that been there? Fucking code it! Alright, let's get started. We go on for the next few hours, the pair of us becoming more and more engrossed in the project the longer it goes on. So wait. Now you have me curious. Is this like only a one-time thing? Or how does this work? Fuck! Now I want to know. What had initially started as a project I could have easily forgotten about for months began to take shape into something far more special. It wasn't just my song with her notes. No. It was our song. Once ideas had run dry for what to do with the song, Monika and I just decided to relax in my room. I'm reminded of my favorite song from the side stories when he describes it that way. Little number called My Song, Your Note. That was one of the best things to come out of the side stories. Let's be real. We decided to order in some pizza and watch a few movies. Mostly just some sappy romance movies and some uber cheesy horror flicks. To be honest, it only ended up serving as more reason to cuddle up with Monika. Mom ended up showing up just past 4 in the afternoon. With the knowledge of where she'd been, made it easy to guess where she was. So it's just something that happens out of the blue, like when you open the game? Is that it? Is that what it is? Naturally, Moni was curious herself. Decided not to tell her about the situation with mine and Natsuki's parents. You've got it as an MP3? Besides, Natsuki's most definitely going to interrogate me about it tomorrow anyways. That's certainly going to be fun. Pulled out of my little trance by the sound of Monika yawning. Someone sounds sleepy. I smiled gently at her. Honestly, I'm knackered. Is that how you pronounce that? I have no idea. I don't know. Knackered. Yep. I should probably start heading home soon. She giggles nervously, presumably a tad bit embarrassed I'd caught her yawning. I really enjoyed today. As did I, hon. I don't know. Do you want to do the same thing next weekend? I can't next weekend. I'm visiting my grandparents in Hokkaido there. The week after? You bet. Her smile, yet again, is brimmed with excitement. I'm never gonna get tired of that smile. I swear on my life. Indeed. Never. I will never get tired of seeing those beautiful lips of yours. So, you want to head downstairs? Also, that came out worse than I thought. Yeah. Monika tries to keep a more positive outward appearance, but the downcast tone in her voice is more than noticeable. Considering her calm home situation, can't exactly blame her. I then feel my heart ache at my own realization. We exchange a quick see you tomorrow as well as a quick goodbye kiss before Monty heads off. I let Mum know I'll be down in a bit as I'm going to try to make a start on tomorrow's poem before dinner. Well, if I can think of anything to write, that is. When she does it, it normally happens when you're on the game for a while. I'm assuming you can't tell her you're going to be doing something for a while. You kind of just have to leave her to her own devices for long enough, it sounds like. Huh. Interesting. I wake up in a cold sweat. Damn my overactive imagination. He's jumping to the worst possibilities. Monika's fine. She's safe. It's fine. She's safe. Character files confirm that. I repeat that to myself a few times, breathing in and out as I do so. Try to close my eyes to get back to sleep, but to no avail. I get up off my bed to check the time. Only 1:21 a.m. Yep, only. Drink wouldn't hurt too much, I suppose. Slide my phone into my pajama pocket and head straight for the kitchen. I flick the light on and immediately head for the cupboard. Once I have my glass filled, I sit at the table and start sipping. After a minute or so of just drinking and staring into nothingness, I pull up my phone and start scrolling through the photos I'd taken of me and Monty over the last couple of days. It's still surreal to think we're an item. Compared to her, I resemble a sleep-deprived zombie in at least half of these pictures. To be fair, when do I never look like that? I find myself smiling and sometimes even chuckling at some of the pictures. Yeah, I like to finish what I start. How does she manage to look so joyful despite everything that's... My burst of joy turns to dread just as quickly. I place my phone on the table and take a few deep breaths. She's fine. You're just overthinking things. Just overthinking. Daisuke's not gonna lay a finger on her. For a few more breaths, I drape my arms down my sides. Gotta stay strong for her. I pick my phone back up, and this time scroll through mine and Monika's texts. Sometimes I forget just how long our texting sessions last, regardless of whether we saw each other after school or not. During my scrolling, though, I end up reading the text regarding Monika's home situation more than anything else. Yeah, he's fixated on this. Either I'm starting to realize things I didn't quite understand before, or I'm merely making things seem worse in my head. At this point, I can't even tell anymore. Once more, I put my phone on the table and throw my hands against the sides of my head. This time my eyes are feeling ever so tingly. Am I crying? I wipe my trembling fingers under my eyes. Sure enough, I am. Fucking hell. Voice is faint, much like my hands, shaky. Further attempts to keep my breathing steady fall flat. Bury my face in my hands as my breaths become harsh. Please, Monika. Please be okay. Please be okay. Two months later. Well, I said I was thinking about ending early, and this seems like a good place to leave things for next time. Starting fresh with a 2-month time jump. So that's going to be interesting, finding out what's been going on in the months since we last saw them. But yeah, I kind of want to sign off before I potentially damage my throat by going further. I still haven't forgotten what happened when I pushed myself too hard on fucking launch day for Plus. I haven't forgotten that, and I never will. The scene is approaching ever so slowly. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens during this 2 months later section. So, I'm glad that we did not need our boy Homer tonight. Not yet, at least. It's ready in case we did, but your services have not been required yet, Homer. Alright. Ask her real quick, though. Yeah, I think that'll be a good way to end off the night. Monika, let me just transfer you to the main game window, because we need to check something. There we go. Make your window a little bigger on my desktop so I can actually read what you're saying. This will be the last thing we do before we sign off. Just because Zach brought it up out of the blue, I kind of need to see if this is a thing now. Yeah, taking a break. You look like you're daydreaming about something. Are you thinking about what's going to happen next time with the mod? Because I'm going to be wondering what we're going to find out about 2 months later. No, that face you're making now tells me you're thinking about something else now. One of these days I would love to get a good peek inside that devious little head of yours. Anyway, I wanted to ask you something. You see what I'm hovering over. I'm asking for a friend. Yeah, it's right there. It's been a while since I've done this.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you.
I'm guessing this is not the one then, Zach. I'm guessing this is not the one.
I will write a poem of me and you.
Oh, hey, Gaming with David. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I was just about to sign off for the night, but Zach asked me to try something. And I'm gonna turn the volume down a bit so I can talk. So, Zach was telling me about this random occurrence where Monika will play her song, but with completely different lyrics, which I didn't even know was a thing. Oh! Interesting, Zach. I did not know. Where she doesn't sing the song and it's just dialogue. Huh. is it like a separate option you can unlock, or what? Like, how does this work? Now I want to know how this works. It's a separate option? Wait. Wait, is this... Wait. It's a separate thing. Okay. So... God damn it. Now I'm not gonna be able to sleep until I can figure this out. What the criteria is. Alright, well, Monika's almost done, and now I am too, so I am signing off for the night. So, with that in mind, David, I'm sorry you had to get here right at the end. So, planning to do more of this tomorrow, unless some other plans come up. I'm not sure what's gonna happen tomorrow. Yeah, hope to catch you next time. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, we will see you later.